Good morning, iAcademy Global, and welcome to Session 2. I hope you guys had a wonderful February break, and I hope you are enjoying the birds chirping if you're here on the west side of Michigan right now. Um, Today, I wanted to give you a few reminders about what you can look forward to this week because we don't have virtual check-ins this week. And so I wanted to just kind of walk through with you Session 2 today. So right now I am in your ELA classroom, Language Arts 6, and if you notice, Session 2 is right here and it is open for you. If you remember from my reminders the week before break, and then again the reminder that I sent out on break, Session 1 is now closed. So anything that has not been turned in for Session 1 is going to be a 0 in the grade book. That is in the process of being updated right now. So today officially begins Session 2. And if you go to your ELA calendar, you will see that Session 2 begins today, February 23, and today is the 20th day of Semester 2. So day 20 is today, day 21 is tomorrow, day 22 is on Thursday, and day 23 is on Friday. So when you go to your Session 2 tab in your work, you are going to see that day 20, day 21, day 22, and day 23 are what you're going to be focusing on this week. This week, just like I said, last week, we're starting our first novel reading together. So you have a few reminders for today that help start out the week for you. Remember, you're going to have your No Red Ink assignment that is due on Friday, and you're also going to have your Just Right book assignment that will also be due on Friday. So here are your reminders that tell you that this week in your Just Right book, you're going to be talking about the problem and thinking about the problem that your character is going through, and you are going to be answering an assignment about that. If you finished your Just Right book over break, you're going to start a new Just Right book, just like we've been talking about, and continuing to answer these questions about your Just Right book with whatever Just Right book you're reading. On Friday, you are going to be practicing and taking a quiz on capitalization in noredink.com. Some of you were able to get ahead and already complete this assignment. If that is you, awesome. Today, you have a journal entry that is due. So inside of your journal, this is your prompt for today. You're going to name the top 10 things on your bucket list and tell me why you chose the things that you did. A bucket list is basically a list of things that you want to do before you do what the quote says, kick the bucket. And kick the bucket means no longer being on this earth. So it's almost like your to-do list for your life. What are 10 things that are on your to-do list for your life? And then the assignment that you have for today is getting you ready to think about the secret garden. Inside of your course guide, you have vocabulary for the secret garden. You have 20 vocabulary words for Unit 7, which is the unit of secrets for the secret garden. The words you have are peculiar, terrain, barren, manipulate, encourage, drastic, negative, encounter, rule, anguish, dialect, idiom, desolate, omniscient, chronological, major character, minor character, reflect, tyrannical, and morbid. All of these you are going to need to define as you are going to be tested on these throughout this unit, and it's just really good stuff to have. So today is kind of a big work day since we don't have check-ins. I want to talk about what the rest of this week is going to look like. Tomorrow you guys are going to start the secret garden. Make sure as you go through the reading, you read the notes that I have for you. Every single time I have something written here, guys, it's written for a reason. It's important. And I want you to take advantage of the little secrets that I give you here. You're going to need to be taking notes throughout as you read the secret garden and then as you answer questions about the secret garden in your ELA notebook. Sometimes as you go through the secret garden, I'm going to have you guys stop and answer some questions. So on Thursday, you guys have kind of a stop and respond to what we've read so far. If you guys come to Core Labs, we're going to be doing this in Core Labs together. And then Friday is your big day. Everything is due on Friday. So if you do things day by day, awesome. You'll probably be done with the assignments that I have been assigned in the beginning of the week by Friday. But if you do just ELA stuff one day at a time, then everything is due on Friday just like normal. For your No Red Ink work this week, you're going to be doing the practice and the quiz for capitalization. So when you log in, you should see these two things. You're going to begin the practice for Language Arts 6. You'll click on Begin Practice here. Click on Begin. You're going to remember to do the lesson first. This is what will teach you what you're going to be practicing today. You should be taking notes on this. And then once you're done with the lesson, you'll begin your practice. Now remember, guys, after you do your practice, you are going to need to finish the practice, and then it will say for Language Arts 6, begin quiz. Okay, you should begin your capitalization and formatting quiz right here. Capitalization and formatting titles quiz. You'll click on begin quiz and then go from there. That is due on Friday. The other thing that is due on Friday is your Just Right book reflection. You're going to explain a character's problem in your Just Right book and then offer your character advice from you on how to solve his or her problem. You're going to need to write 2 or 3 paragraphs to help me understand your character, and then 1 additional paragraph about the advice you have for your character. And you'll submit your work right here inside of this assignment. Okay? You can write your submission, or you can attach a Word document file. Either way is fine with me. Remember, if you have any questions about things, the calendar is right here for you guys, for you to keep on track. If you need anything from me, remember my stuff is right here in the staff information, my email, my phone number. And as always, you can be constantly checking your My Grades tab to make sure that you're keeping up on your grades. Any questions, guys, don't hesitate to send them to me, and I look forward to talking with you guys throughout this week. All right, have a great last week of February, and we will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.